Hello, you beautiful souls. You welcome into Phoenix Arc Tarot. My name is Firestorm Shan, and I'm here to do a general reading for the collective. This is going to be for the energies of the solar eclipse, new moon in Leo. We have the sun, the moon, the Jupiter in Leo. Mercury is cusping it as well, with being a little tippy-toey on the edge of Cancer and Leo. We call these like stelliums as well of energies when all of these planets are popping right next to each other and talking to each other. So it's a really interesting thing. It is affecting specific houses. For instance, I have a stellium in the eighth house. My eighth house is being activated. The United States' eighth house is being activated. That is shared resources, hidden secrets, occultism, mysticism, things that are hidden in the dark, other people's money, resources, tax collectors, things like that nature. But they're kind of like hidden and dark. Water sign, emotional attachments to these underlying currents that are affecting the energies of the planet right now. The sun and the moon are like the sun is being blocked out by the moon during this eclipse. So hiding our emotions, hiding how we truly feel about things, things like that. The energy of the reading is very strong because I just shuffled and put this card back into the deck and it came out again. This is a card unique to this Might Hurt deck. It is the infinity symbol and it is the number 8, which we are in the 8th house, 8th month. This is Leo energy. The 8th is Leo energy as well. This is infinite karmic energies. They, law of cause and effect. I like it in the upright because it means you're keeping your cool. In reverse, it would mean that you're tied to something that you keep coming back around to and fighting and resisting, but it's in the upright. So it's like you're doing a really good job about working with the energies of the mystery of this. We do have it being crossed by a Pisces energy of the Hanged Man, seeing things from a very different perspective, mutating energies in that sort of manner, being able to see the bigger picture, everybody's point of view in a situation, how the energy connects us all, and that really there's a time to just reflect. It isn't an energy of being stuck, which feels karmic, but at the same time, it's like an opportunity to see something very different right now with these energies. We have the Four of Wands in the foundation of the reading, which I love that. Aries energy has to do with your home, where you live, where you reside, can mean marriage, and it can mean celebration as well. So maybe some of those are the things that you've been dealing with, the energies that you need to get some new perspective on that we need, can also indicate relocation or travel, but for the most part, it signifies, moving in together and starting a family, getting their first home together or something like that. So the foundation is about your roots, something about your roots. I'm pulling mother energy now. We said Cancer energy was showing up now. The Empress is actually Taurus or Libra energy. But this is thinking very maturely and logically in your feminine power and energy, taking good care of the situation, nurturing the situation, yourself and others. It's a very nurturing, caring energy. All right. It's very strong and good, positive vibe. Libra has to do with partnerships. Taurus energy has to do with marriages. Okay. In the recent past, we're pulling out the Seven of Wands, which is Leo energy. Some sort of boundary needed to be established, or you felt defensive about something in the recent past because you're looking back at it and you're kind of like got your guard up. It's got his arrow out, you know, it's a lot of fingers and accusations like pointing at you, where you feel like you got to stand up and defend yourself and for some reason. What is the Seven of Wands? What happened? Death card. Wow, there's your other energy of Scorpio, fixed Scorpio energy here. Fixed water. It's like whatever it was, it put it into something. Now, there is a situation with the, I always want to remind us that with the death card, it is putting an end to something that's not really good for us, but there's a lot of prayers being put out there and a new opportunity right here in the background. So how to put something down, how to transmute something out. Pluto is in Aquarius right now, you know. So in Aquarius, it's very humanitarianism. It's more about the collective energy, and not a selfish energy. So somebody here could have been selfish in a situation. Now the high vibe Leo is creative, but the low vibe Leo can be egotistical and selfish. You know, I'm a Leo. Um, so I totally get it. We all have good sides and we have shadow sides to work through, mutate through. But there was something here where you had to put an end to a situation. You had to establish a healthy boundary in the recent past. And it must have been something that was really important with the death card to come out here of Scorpio energy. Scorpio, Pisces, a lot of water here on this board. Incoming energies. In the coming energies is the Six of Swords. This is you moving on to calmer waters. Okay. There is a snake following you, so you could still need to transmute some more energies. Something might be following you around from your past. You know, just keep that in mind. If you have moved on, there could be, you know, a little straggler, an attachment I'm hearing that you still might need to cut off. Because what comes after the Six of Swords is the Seven of Swords, and that's some kind of something sneaky. So something could be following you. That's what I'm feeling with the snake in this picture here. You are turning your back and moved on, but something still needs transmuted. That's why the hangman is here. That is mutable water. Pisces. All right. The situation is the Fool card. Wow. Taking a leap of faith, having faith, not letting anything stop you or hold you back from starting fresh, new beginning or perspective. Aries energy. Ground zero. That's the situation. Okay. Endings and beginnings. There's that daggone Seven of Swords. Did I not say that? What's next after the Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords? Something from your past is following you while you're trying to start. The Fool is facing the wrong direction. He should be facing this way. Careful about returning to something foolishly before it's been transmuted. You ever have that situation where someone does something so foolish and then they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm such a fool." And you forgive them and then you take them back and they do it over and over again? Kind of feels like that for some reason. Something sneaky is the environment around you. Yeah. You've got something somebody wants. What is it that you got that they want? What is it that you got that they want? Huh. The King of Love? Wow. You got somebody's man? The King of Love? Someone's jealous of your love, your emotional stability, Scorpio energy, Pisces energy, Cancerian energy in its highest vibe is full of emotional maturity, sound mind, love, kindness, generosity, trust. So someone here is feeling pretty solid in themselves, even though the waves are crashing around them. They're not allowing this shady, sneaky behavior. It's like some people serve as a test of your will, a test to see if you're really matured and gonna like, if they're are they really gonna be able to take the king of love from you? Wow. I mean, Seven of Swords and King of Love can be a cheating scenario as well, but I'm not really into that kind of energy. But if it's on the board, I'm going to mention it because we do have a marriage here. We have an Empress here. You have someone holding themselves back, getting a new perspective, putting it into situation, moving on to calmer water, starting a fresh life, but the environment around you is still someone's doing something sneaky. And I asked what they want, and they want your King of Cups. They want your man. They want your love. Six of Wands is coming out here as this has got something to do with some ego. We talked about the positive side of Leo energy is, you win victory and success, but at this point you're like, at what cost? You won the argument, you won the race, you won the fight, you won the, say it was a boxing match. You win, you get the prize, but at what cost? It's ego based to be seen. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with being seen. I love sports. I love actors. I love musicians. I love to watch the way they shine on stage, but I don't love an arrogant musician or an arrogant superstar. Nobody does. The atmosphere around you is Five of Wands. There is a lot of competition here. So we got the Five of Wands and the Six of Wands. There's a lot of drama attached to this person. All right, so tell me more about what are you fearing, or what are you hoping for, or what is the hope or fear? Ten of Wands would be a fear that this is going to become too much of a burden for you to be able to handle. The situation around you is fraught with deception and drama and jealousy and envy, and it becomes too much of a burden. You just can't carry it anymore. Sag energy, Sagittarius. You got Aries, Leo, Sag. All your water signs are here. Your only earth sign is the Empress, and she can also be considered air. Let's talk about the outcome of this reading. The Four of Cups, which is a bit of burnout. Oh, the World card, though. Okay. So someone here is definitely putting an end to a cycle in their life with the World card. Got the Fool card here is a situation, endings and beginnings. Get the ending here in the past. Situation is a new beginning. Your atmosphere is still fraught with deception. You're there's so much just wanting to drop a burden and put an end to this. So what's coming to an end? Nine of Cups. A wish fulfillment's coming to an end. What's that? Overindulgence. That's an attachment. Something that you wanted it before or has become an attachment and overindulgence. That's coming to an end. That could be a codependent relationship that's fraught with deception and theft or thievery and cheating. But the Nine of Cups with the Devil is overindulgence. It can even mean over drinking. Because if you look at this Devil card, they're all drinking. That's Capricorn energy as well. Earthly matters, attachment to earthly matters. So we have the Ace of Cups coming in. I love this. This is good self-care, self-love, being like water, filling your cup again. Seven of Coins is you taking a pleasant look at the past, of how far you've come, the seeds that you've planted, and recognizing it's time to water and plant those seeds that you've been maturing for the last 7 years in a healthier way that is more focused on self-love and care. Three of Pentacles is the more Capricorn energy, building the new life that you generally truly want, structuring it in a manner that is filled with more, like I said, someone here's moved on to calmer waters. You're in that boat, and other people around you don't want to lose you. They might fight for you, but you're going to have to fight for your peace. Ten of Pentacles. This can involve a lot of money, a family situation. That's Capricorn energy again. Long-term legacy. 10th house, public image, career. Let's do some angel answers. This reading is going to resonate with different people in different ways. I feel a strong sense of defensiveness, like some of us need to fight for our 10 of Pentacles. And then that fell with the 5 of Swords underneath it, and the Tower with the King of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles, and the Sun. The Sun, and then the 9 of Pentacles. So what this is showing me is some of us need to detach from a family dynamic. It would be a shocking thing. Again, like I said, they're going to really miss you. It would seem like you could be sabotaging a situation, but it would be for your own peace of mind and your own independence because of the toxicity attached here with the devil. So it's like, breadcrumbing people, giving them what they need, giving them some charity, give them a helping hand. That's the solution to your problem. Still be kind and giving, but it's like the answer is no on some things. And it's funny because I saw the no card here a minute ago and I didn't receive it because I was like, well, I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to be told no. All right, ask your question, please, from the angel directions. All right, we are on our path to recovery at this time. I love that. The situation is unlikely. Unlikely to what? I don't know. Unlikely to take action. Okay. Get more storage, not enough cloud storage. Sorry, that was the notification I got. Might have meant something to somebody. And then we have no again. So I feel what they're saying is there's no need to take action. There's really nothing that you really need to do. This cycle has already kind of wrapped itself up anyway. It's going to just blow itself up with the Tower and the Devil. That's two malefic energies headbutting against each other. They're just going to destroy each other here. And tear down a false narrative so that a new perspective that can come. So no, it's time for, don't do anything. Don't take any action. Your focus is to focus on recovery and don't stop healing. So don't stop healing. Keep moving forward. Those are your messages I have for you today concerning this eclipse. So ask for help from others is your final message. I think I'll leave it there. If this has been helpful, fun, entertaining, whatever you want it to be, I hope it's been worth your time. Thank you for spending your time with me. And remember that the fire is here to reveal who we are becoming. It's not here to tear us down or burn us. It's here to transform us, help us transmute into our best and highest good. But yeah, this cycle is coming to an end, and it seems like it's been a pretty toxic one. So congratulations. They want you to remain positive. Take care now. Bye.